Hello, hello, can you hear me? I'm live already. If you can't see my chat, just switch to higher picture quality. You can be able to see it. Can't see my chat. Just switch to higher picture quality. You can be able to see it. Can't see my chat. Just switch to higher picture quality. You can be able to see it. I want you guys to join so that we can continue.
Behind time already. We're behind time already, so I think if you can see my screen, just type I can see your screen in the chat box. If you can see my screen, just type I can see your screen in the chat box. If you see my screen, just type I can see your screen in the chat box, please. Together, but I want us to start with BTC. So just type in the okay, this is gold. We're gonna delete all these things because we're gonna be doing flash analysis on all this.
I want you guys to turn it to God. Continue.
So let's this is gold, but I think we should analyze BTC together today. It's not better. Let me delete all these things. So this, if you can't see this thing clearly, switch to higher picture quality. Switch to higher picture quality so I can see my chart very clear. Switch to higher picture quality. Go to your to the this thing to the setting icon. Switch to higher picture quality so I can be able to see my chart very clear. Without that, you might not be able to see my chart very clear. So, what is happening on BTC? Let's just analyze BTC. So you can see this is the daily time frame here. You can see that here. So this is the daily time frame. Uh, and we can see that the market is rolling over to the upside. So from me, how I used to do my thing, I used to run from the monthly time frame anyway. So I switched to the monthly time frame to see what's happening, and you can see that BTC is heading to the moon. This is going to the upside, right? So I will just have to mark out some areas. I call them major key levels for me. I call them major targets. So so that's how I max it out. Then I can still mark out with psychological number. Like I can say 122,000 here. So this is 122,000. Then another psychological number I'm looking at is 142,000. 142,000. 142,000. 142,000. Let me write it again. 142,000. Sorry, it's 9,000. So switch to higher picture quality so that I can be able to see my screen very well. So this is it. So I'll now go to the weekly time frame to see is there a chart pattern that is correcting this movement. I switch over to the line chart. You can see there's no chart pattern, but we have W bottom here. So suggesting that BTC might actually drop to this leg, this second leg of the W or neckline, then will continue to the upside. So BTC, no correctional pattern has formed already. We have that formed here before. You can see here there was that formed here, but this guy have switched it out. They have broken to the above it, so and it's coming back down to retest this low. So after here, we are heading to the upside. So that's telling us that BTC on weekly printed the printed W bottom, which is a bullish pattern. So I'll now go to the daily to do proper analysis. So on the daily, I actually mark out my targets here. All these areas, they are my targets. These areas are my targets, the market, and here. So I think that's all. So I can now start narrowing down my analysis from here. You can see that this is the current break of structure here. I will mark it out and we'll call it BOS. Sorry, we'll write it BOS. Write it BOS. That is break of structure. Then on that, we can just align it to the middle and center. Yeah. So that's it. This is what the break of structure, the recent break of structure. Then we'll mark out the support. This is the support. Now mark out the support that gave us that break of structure, which is here, right? And this is support, right? Support there. This is support. I hope you guys can hear me. Can you guys see what I'm doing? Please write in the comment section if you can't see me. Okay, you can see it. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, okay. Since you can see me, that's good. All right, all right. Let's go on. Let's write down, guys. That break of structure. You can write. So you can see the support, right? So what next I'm gonna be doing is to see go to the lower time frame, which is 4 hours. This is how I do my analysis. So what we are looking at for BTC is rally to the upside because of what we have seen in the monthly and the weekly time frame. So this is support level, and you can see the market actually breach all these areas. I like this well here. BTC cleared everything here because some people will be buying here and they will clear them as liquidity. And I want to show you how I actually pinpoint liquidity zones. Now, when there is a break of structure and the last candle, if as this market is bullish now, how I mark out major as in liquidity areas that the market must come back to sweep is I will look at the candle that break the structure. The last candle that broke the structure, for example, here, the market broke structure here, right? Now, what I'm looking at, did the market close below that candle that breached the structure? Like, did it close below this candle before you give another break of structure? If that didn't happen, I will say that I will see it as a liquidity. So, for example, you can see that here actually broke structure to the upside from here. But you can see that this was the guy he broke from, but he didn't close below this guy. He didn't close below this guy. He didn't close below this guy, but he closed above it. So it means this guy, it is not a strong support zone. It's going to be swept out as a liquidity. Even here, Look at the guy. This was the guy that breached this place. Let me let me let me show you what I'm saying. There was a break of structure here. There's a break of, you can see this break of structure, and this was the guy. This is the bullish, the last bullish candle that closed, but this market didn't close below it. You understand? So for me, it is a minor support. It cannot hold the market when the market, because the market will actually touch the target, which we mark from the monthly. Look at the target. When the market hits that monthly target, there is nothing again you want to tell the market. He's need to correct back to sweep some liquidities, and those liquidities are those areas that are not strong support areas. So he's going to clear them off for him to actually bounce into a major area that is a strong support. You can see this is another target or monthly support zone. So he cleared everything all the way into this monthly zone. You know, this one should supposed to be a minor support zone. You know, there is concept to all this. I'm the one that actually formed this concept now, because when I have a mentor, now when your mentor have finished, sorry guys, I have a call that's coming in, but let me just busy the call, please. Let me busy the call. Okay, so let's continue, please. Later I will attend to him. So now my concept is I have minor and major targets in the market from the monthly time frame. So it depends on you how you're able to refine. Stop calling me. I will call you back later. So it depends on how you were able to refine your strategy. So I'm the one that refined this one. After I've learned from mentor, then I have to refine what the mentor taught me. Then come up with the one that will now suit my own pattern of trading. So as you already know, everybody loses in the market, but the thing is that you should have an edge that will make you to win more than you are losing. That is the good business. When you are making more profit than your losses, then you are in the good side. But when your losses is now far above the things you make your profit, that is when you are on the wrong side. You understand? So now let's continue. So the market, this is a block of structure, but this market didn't close below it, so it's not a strong support. So the market will actually let them off, and you can see it switched, it swept everything off to bounce into the area as we have marked out. So we still have the year as our break of structure. So let's remove this. So this is the last break of structure on the 4 hours. So the only thing we can do here is just to narrow this down to 4 hours candle support here. So that's just what we can do there. Can bring this support level back like this. Then we'll switch to 1 hour. This is how I do my analysis. Switch to 1 hour. So when we switch to 1 hour, we can also see also that it is also that place that was the last strong break of structure to the upside, and the market have actually come. So let's now read this in the other this continuation, this continuation, what's it called, print. So this continuation move, let's read it. So from the 1 hour, we read a continuation. So you can see that the market have actually what gave us through construction here. So we have a broken structure there. This was BOS. So the market, where are we waiting for this market right now? Wow, this is a mitigated dollar block, because you can see weak everywhere, but we can see that there is what a demand level here. So we can mark out this demand, can mark out this unmitigated demand level here. So So unmitigated demand level, can write demand there. So it's a demand zone. So we'll be waiting for the market here, BTC. So what are we gonna be watching? We're waiting to see W bottom in this demand zone. If we see a W bottom in this demand zone, then we'll take BTC up from here. But if we didn't see any W bottom here, then we'll actually have to wait for him to drop back into the support zone before we continue the rally. So I don't know. So we can still switch back because I take my entries from the 15 minutes. So we can refine the entry on the 15 minutes as this. So this is the 15 minutes demand level. So we can just place our what here, our entry here. So this is what we are looking at. So if you can actually set this pending order as well, but you know that the stop loss is going to be big. So that's why I said you need to watch out for the market when it comes to this area. Although we have liquidity that you can clear off because this is a liquidity zone, so you can clear this off. So this is a strong zone. So it's a good, it's a nice entry. It's a nice trade. One is to, I mean, I like 1:3. So 1:3, 1:3 is to what? 1:3 reach to the word. You can see it here. So we can actually write out the coordinates, our entries and everything. The entry is entry buy setup. Sorry, you can say this is a what? A buy setup on BTC. Buy setup on BTC. So the entry the entry is 111,000 846.84. Our stop loss, our stop loss is 110,700 and what 25.83. Our take profit TP is what 115 115,320.71. So this is the coordinates for this setup. If you want to take this trade, so we can set up this trade as this. So what do you guys think about the trade? What do you think? Will this trade work? What do you think about the trade? Is this trade is it a good trade? You can write in the comment section. Is it a good trade for you? I can as well copy it and drop it in the. Let me see if I can copy it. So let me copy it. Control C. Let me paste it in the comment section. So anyone that is willing to, you can see that everything is there. I've dropped everything in the comment section. The entry was like it's not that coordinated. Let me remove it. Let me paste it again. Let me do it. Bicycle and BTC and three A something. Remove. Control V. Control V.
That's what I said. You need to watch out. Okay, when you go to this area, look, we have been thinking like clear all this is really need control. This is wrong.
I don't know, but just find a way around it. Though. I've tried to actually do it better, but it's not working. So try. But you can see my screen very clear. If you can't see my screen, switch to higher picture quality so I can be able to see my screen. So let's analyze GBP GBP USD is the next pair I want us to analyze. That if there's a particular pair you want me to analyze, you can drop it in the comment section so I can analyze it. We can analyze it together. If there is a particular pair you want us to analyze together, I can drop it in the comment section so we can analyze it together here. So you can invite your friends as well to join us. Understand? Whether they are newbies or they are professionals, so that we do this thing together, we learn from each other. So if there is a particular pair you want us to analyze together, you can drop it in the comment section so that we'll go ahead to do that. So as always, I got my targets done set out. This is GU. So you can see GU is pointing to the downside right now. So this is a minor. Let me put it here. Yeah. Yeah. So we have here. Okay. So GU has been going to the upside, but right now I don't know. In the monthly, it's trying to range. So let's see what weekly have to say about it. What chart pattern is the weekly showing us? What chart pattern is the weekly showing us? The weekly is showing us M pattern. Can we see it? Can we see it? M pattern. The weekly is showing us M pattern, guys. A very mighty M pattern is on the weekly. Can see engulfing candle that is pushing back down. So GU is heading south. GU is gonna go south, guys. GU is gonna go south, guys. See the M pattern. Let's switch to line chart to make sure. You can see series of even head and shoulder. See head, left shoulder, right shoulder with M pattern there. What can you say, guys? GU is going south because even in the monthly, you can see he don't know what he's wanna do. He don't know what he want to do in the monthly. So if you are a swing trader, just be positioning your shorting tools to take GU back all the way because you're going to what's his look at it though. In the monthly, his major direction is where? Is south. His major direction is south. Can you see it? Major direction of GU is south movement. Let me use part. The major direction of GU is what? The major direction of GU is south. Look at it though. It came here, came back here. See, consolidate. See, he came back to this area right now, this major area again. You can see, and in the weekly he formed what? EW. So you can see that this low took out this low. This low took out this low. It means that this low that is forming, that will be coming right now, we're going to take out this low. So somewhere here, it's going to be massive, guys. It's going to be massive. It's going to be massive, guys. So GU is headed out. GU is going to correct. So if you're a swing trader, be positioning your shorting tool. So it's going to be massive. So because you can see the confirmation in the weekly. Look at the chart pattern on the weekly. pointing south massively. It's pointing south massively. So GU is heading south, guys. So we have seen what the weekly have to say that the GU is going south. So let's go to the daily to see what the daily is doing right now. But actually, GU is going to go south, no two ways. No two ways because of that chart pattern. Though we're not the one controlling the market, but from what you can see, and the overall direction for the monthly over the years is south that GU have to is going. So GU should be going south, guys. So as always, I mark out my minor areas on the daily time frame. Have you wondered why is it that market will be going up, going up, going up? At some certain place, you will reverse from there without this. This is the secret I'm showing you in this and our class or in this our analysis. These places on the daily are the ones that reverse the market. If you are like we that entered our market in the 15 minutes, these areas will sweep us out. Is these things that's those magic. So there's no other magic. It's these things that do it. So look at if the market actually comes to do them, he expects them to actually, and you know one candle represents one day, so you know what it should be in the smaller time frames. I think okay, we also have this guy because it have closed yesterday. So we have this minor and the market is just ranging around there. So let's mark out the last break of structure first. This is a break of structure. BOS. Let me save this so I will not continue to repeat it again. BOS. So, so let's mark out the support level. Have this. Well, what can you say? Have this other block been mitigated? Guys, what do you have to say? Is this other block mitigated already? Okay, bro. Chosen. I can see what you're saying. I should not be fast. Oh, I don't know. I'm that fast, so I think I'm taking it, but I'm taking it gradual, gradual. There's no problem. Just continue to follow up. Just continue to follow up, guy. You understand? Um, I'm going to take it easy, bit by bit, anyway. So, have it been mitigated? For me, I think uh, it has been mitigated though. So we can call this thing a support. I can say it's a support right now. Let's call it support. Support level. Let's save it as well. Save support level. Support. All right. Since it has been mitigated, we'll call it support. So let's go over to 4 hours. 4 hours. You can see all this weak. That's why I say it has been mitigated. So we can actually take this back to this candle. So this is the support there. No, sorry. This should be a resistance. Support is from the downside, so this should be a resistance, please. Resistance, resistance. This is resistance, guys. So let me save it as what? Resistance. Save. Okay. So this is a resistance. So the last block of structure is still that same place. Still that same place. So there's no changes. So we can as well go back to go down to 1 hour. We have to walk down till we get to our entry time frame. We have to walk down till we get to our entry time, which is 15 minutes. That is how I do my analysis. So this 1 hour, and this is the area that caused the last structure, and it's still the same. So okay, now we have this break of structure here. We have this break of structure here, but this break of structure, did it close the candle above? Yes, it closed above the candle. And that was why this market is reversing to go into this resistance again. So we have a break of structure here. BOS, say BOS. So, and we can now say that there is a change of character here. So we have a change of character there. But that change of character, we are pushing into this resistance so that we can swing down, because the market overall trend is to the downside, right? So now, if we want to join this market to go to the upside, that is why we should. That is the only reason why we can do this. Chop, see, chop. This is chop middle. Okay, let me save it as well. I don't know why it's not. The other one that is there that is not working. I don't know why. Save it. Yes, replace that one, please. So we have a chalk there. You see this guy here. We have this demand. Yes, this demand, because the other block has been mitigated. So it's remaining only this demand here in the 1 hour. Can say it's demand. So we have gotten the last, which is the change of character, the last uh, price action. So which is a change of character. So we now go over to our 15 minutes time frame. And this guy is doing all this so that he can push into this resistance. And when we get into this resistance and we'll now see confirmation of M, then we'll sell it massively to the downside. So we'll go to the 15 minutes to see if that change of character is the last thing, last price action. Yes, just bring this thing down here. Okay. Yes, it is the last thing, even in the 15 minutes. So we can just narrow this in down, back down to 15 minutes demands. So now here we now get our what? Our long two. So the market want to push into this resistance. You can see the resistance is above. So The market want to enter into this resistance, and that is about 1:8 risk to reward. So this should be 30. Yeah. So it's 1:6 right now. 1:6 risk to reward ratio. So when we get into this resistance, we will now know the next thing to do on GU. So if this should play out like this, we will be rallying into this area, then to actually sell massively to the downside. But the market can as well decide to do otherwise. It might actually start from here to sell to the downside. We are not the one that controls the market. We only do analysis, take our trades, and sit down and wait for what the market want to do, and he will do whatever he want to do. So, but that's what I'm looking at on GU. So, guys, what do you think on this setup? Let me write out the coordinates. Buy setup on GU. Buy setup on GBP USD. So our entry is what 1 point. You can see it 1.3 to 1.3 to 805. 805. Our stop loss, which is SL. Our SL is what 1.3 to 1.3 to 497. And our TP, our target. You sometimes you don't even have to wait for these TPs. Oh, if you are satisfied with the profit you've seen, and actually, when the market moves, this is how I do my thing. When the market moves, especially 1:2, 1:2 risk to reward, I will break even my trade. Sometimes 1:1 risk, 1:1. If the market moves in my favor, 1:1, I break even my trade so that peradventure the market want to play around and come back, I will not still lose. You understand? It will just break me even instead of going to hit my stop loss. So it is also a trading plan. And another trading plan is know how many trades you will take in a day, know how much you want to lose in a day. If it's this $100 you want to lose in a day, it is a trading plan. Don't lose more than 100. If you just lose $100 in a day, close your chart, go and rest. Tomorrow is another day. They say he who uh, runs lives to fight another day. So that is this market for you. So our target profit is, I hope you understand what I'm saying, 1.34. You can see that over here. See it here. 1.34676. So if we can get this setup, it's gonna give us that's about how many pips? 1:6 risk to reward. Let me even, I love this setup. Let me send it out. Let me send it out. I will drop it in our group. I will drop it in our group. GU setup. GBP USD. GBP USD setup. Setup. Okay, let me drop it in our. I want to drop it in our group right now. I want to drop it in our group right now. So if you go to our group, you can see that I've dropped it there. I think I should share it with some of my guys that are on Telegram. Oh, sorry guys, I'm coming. Please, in the comment section, drop if there is a pair you want us to analyze together. Just drop it on the comment section, please. Okay, I should drop the BTC analysis as well. Okay, there's no problem. I will do that. I will drop it. There's no problem. I will drop the BTC analysis. I'm coming. If there is a pair you want us to analyze together, just drop the pair. Drop the pair on the comment section so I will analyze it together. BTC. Where is that BTC, sir? BTC. I'm dropping the BTC right now. BTC setup. I've dropped the BTC setup. All right. So if there is what maybe you want us to analyze together, if there's none, I think these two is the major. They are the ones I really want to analyze this today. Maybe AUD card, okay, and AUD NZD. Okay, want us to analyze AUD card and AUD NZD. Okay, let's go there. Let's take the two of them. Remember to like this our page or channel. Let's analyze AUD card. AUD card. I like using this guy. Okay. So as you already know, we'll switch to the monthly time frame to see what's happening. What's happening in the monthly. So you can see that currently AUD card is pushing to the upside on the monthly. So let's mark out. Let me bring out my levels as I used to do. The targets I actually look out for when I'm doing analysis. So that's it. So on the weekly, is there a chart pattern that is supporting this move on the monthly? Let's see, or that is countering it. You understand? So you know when we actually looked at GU, we saw that there was the market is playing around, but we now saw a clear chart pattern on the weekly that is telling us that GU want to go south. So let's see what this one is saying. Let's switch to line chart to see. Uh, I don't know. This he came here and formed M pattern. He formed a W here. Okay, there's a neckline here as well. There's a neckline here, oh, and that is where he came and formed M. So this neckline formed M here, but that M now is being taken back to become what? To become a W. First point, second point of the W. First point of the W, second point of the W, first point of the M, second point of the M. So what is the overall direction of this market? Let's go back to the monthly again. What have it been doing over time, over the years, over the years? Over the years, it has been going south. So, and it have to come to a key level before it goes out. Look at it. When it came here, it dropped. He came back there, he dropped. He came again the third time, he dropped. Right now, he formed W on the weekly. So he's going to go to this place again. And it is only when he gets to this place that we can now see, or we can now say that he will drop again. So as it is now, we should be going with the W bottom we saw on the weekly, although that W bottom have not completed its formation. W bottom, when we change this to line chart, there's a W bottom here. You can see it. Although you have not completed this formation, so by the end of this week, it should complete its formation, and we are targeting there. This is the place we are going to. So I think we should still be saying going with the bullish trend on this market. So let's go to the daily to see what the daily is saying. Let's see what the daily chart is saying. Please, we will just have to take only two pairs. If there are more than two pairs on the comment section, we will just pick only two pairs to analyze. Okay, we'll still have only that AUD card and NZD. So that is the only two pairs we will analyze, and we'll be off. So after this, we'll just do AUD, NZD, and we're off. So in the daily, we have a W here. You can see that W very clearly. Although he came back down to sweep the liquidity that is there, because this one was unmitigated. This guy was unmitigated, and he now came all the way back down to sweep the whole area, sweep the whole area, sweep the whole area as liquidity, and is moving to the upside. So you have cleared here, cleared the whole stop losses, the whole, yes, stop losses that are here. You have cleared all of them, and he's pushing back up. So let's mark out the daily targets. Yeah. Here, this one here. And you can see this guy touched that daily target and is moving up. So we have these two targets in the daily. The areas the market might actually be, reversing from. We still have this one. So all of the bullish move we have here, all these are where market will touch and react before it will get to the major target, which is on the monthly here. So, but AUD card is going to 0.93505. That is where it's going to, as you can see. That is where it's going to, because even on the daily, it's only this, and it's a sweep of liquidity, I can call this. Or it can be a break of or a change of character as well. And when you come here, because there's a neckline as well here. When they come here, if we see an M pattern here, we follow him. We are price action traders. Anywhere the market goes, now there we will go. So if he turns, maybe he change his mind from here and start going south, we'll change our own mind as well and start following him to south. So, but he's supposed to come and touch here, because over the years he have been coming to touch this particular area and drop back down. So let's see. Let's mark out this as what a break of structure. Well, that is the last block of structure we can hold our hands on. This is the last block of structure we can hold our hands on, and it is block of structure to the downside. and we can as well mark out here as what our yes, our order block. I'll mark out this guy as our order block. Think I thought this thing should give me order block. I said bro. Let me save this. All the order block. That's the last break of structure on the daily. So let's go to 4 hours. So let's resize this to the 4 hours order block. So all these places, it is possible where that there are areas we should be vigilant at when the price comes there. We should be very careful on them. That's why we're marking them out. We need to be careful when market gets those areas. So that is the last what price action that happened here on the 4 hours. So let's check 1 hour. It's also the last thing that happened on 1 hour. So so we can actually read this break of structures, but I'm looking at this as what, okay, it's close below it, so it should be a good support. So let's read the internal structure. There is a break of structure here. This is the last break of structure on the 1 hour, but this one is internal break of structure, and we have this unmitigated other block there. Unmitigated, sorry, that is another block, not resistance. So this unmitigated other block. So let's check 15 minutes. So we are going to this area first. So since we are going to this area, we shouldn't actually be waiting only to see if it is only sell we are going to get. No. Let's also resize this guy. So that's where the market will be going to. So and that is the last uh break of structure we can even see in the 15 minutes, and this is our entry time frame. So if market can drop here, we can get 1:2 here. It's still okay. So if the market can drop here, yeah, we don't have up to 1:3. 1:3 risk to reward. So let's make this 20 pips up plus 20 pips. Yeah, 20 pips. 20 pips. So we are making a 20 pips stop loss. So if the market can give drop to this area, we are targeting this resistance zone. So let's just make it 1:3 raised to the world. 1:3. So it is 1:3 raised to the world right now. So let me write out our trade. AUD card setup. AUD card buy setup. Buy setup. Our entry level is 0.91, 0.91244. Our stop loss is what? 0.9191044. And our take profit is 0.91845. So let's see. So this is setup on AUD card. So we are looking at this resistance. If we see M here, then it means the neckline of the W of the M on the weekly want to hold. Then we'll now look for entry to follow the market to the downside. What what do you suggest, guys? What do you suggest? What do you suggest? Do you have another opinion on that? Do you have any other maybe contrary opinion on that? So let's finish. Let's do the AUD NZD together, and we'll close out. AUD NZD. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. We'll go to the monthly as always to see what is happening. Over the years, what have been happening on this guy? He moved up, came down, and he's in consolidation. He's in consolidation here. So what he's doing is he will come here, he will drop, come here, drop. So he's back there again. He's back to this area again. So we'll be careful if we can see any chart pattern on the weekly. Let's mark it out first. Can see any this thing on the weekly, then it means that you want to drop back again as usual. Because in a consolidation, let's mark out all this. This one is a minor area. So, but we can see it's pushing to the outside, but this is the problem. This is the problem because he dropped from there, one, two, and this is the third time he's touching there now. So let's see what will happen. Let's check the weekly to see is there any chart pattern that is suggesting that it will drop. There is no chart pattern, it's only this W we have here. So it's possibly that this time around that area might not hold. Although before it dropped the other time, there was no chart pattern that dropped it. It just dropped aggressively. Let's check the first drop. The first drop actually gave M pattern. You see it, gave M pattern, then dropped massively to this place. But this guy dropped. You can see it's in consolidation. Then this guy didn't give M pattern and he didn't drop aggressively. He just dropped to the here, this W neckline and start going up again. And right now he is here, no chart pattern yet. So we should be going with the trend to the upside. It is still going to the upside. So let's go to the daily to see what's happening. So, but the daily is giving us M there. The daily is giving us M pattern here. Daily is giving us M pattern here. So, what? Let's mark out the last break of structure first. And it was around here. was around here. The last break of structure happened here. The last break of structure happened here. Because all these ones are liquidity. So it means this M pattern might hold because he have been holding before here. So it might hold to drop this market down. So this is the last break of structure, and let's mark out the other block. This is the other block. The other block. So let's go to the 4 hours to see. And the 4 hours is still this place, and we'll narrow this thing down to this demand level. Narrow it down to this demand level. This is a demand. I'll say this is a demand. It's a demand, yeah. Let's save this. Save demand. Guys, I'm coming. Let me switch off. Oh, I'm back, guys. Sorry for that interruption. It's the light that is making noise, so I have to go and switch it off. So we have to be fast because I'm just using UPS right now, and this thing doesn't uh, last like that. So now we have a break of structure. Okay, we have a break of structure on the 4 hours here. So this is break of structure on the 4 hours. So despite that demand we have here, so now we now have this support level here, which is where he touched. Remember, we say we'll be going with what? Because we didn't see anything in the weekly. So this is a support level. We might be going. We'll be looking at to go with the bullish trend since we didn't see any this thing on the weekly. So let's see 1 hour. So we have demand and we have fill. So that's why we want to be very careful right now. And on this 1 hour, it's still the same area of break of structure and support level, but we'll narrow this down to here, this candle. So that's it. Uh, so that is the last support, and internal break of structure. We have this break of structure here. If we are looking at to sell, because we have one, two, and this one might come back. This is the second one that dropped here. So this guy now coming up here, if he can give us the third touch here, he might drop this market. So we have an internal break of structure here, but let's not regard it for now, or let's mark it like that. So these areas are where we will just have to be vigilant to see what will happen when market gets when price gets here. And this is what support because you have been mitigated. Okay, you have been mitigated. Everything has been here. So we only have a resistance here. We only have this resistance. All this resistance here. So when market comes to this resistance, We don't know. Let's go to 15 minutes to see if there's any other thing we can see. This internal break of structure is still there. And the 15 minutes, I'll narrow this down here. So this is the resistance on the 15 minutes here, which is, and the market is pushing all the way up today. So can we join this market to get to this resistance first? Let's see. We have the last break of structure here. If we want to join this market, we have this last break of structure here, and we have the support here, which have not been mitigated. Right. So we have the support which has not been mitigated, support level which has not been mitigated. So we can as well set our pending order here to take the market to the upside, take the market to that resistance, getting this resistance, and how many risk reward? Four risks, four risk, four risk reward. It's a nice one. It's a good trade, giving us four risk to the reward ratio. So if this market can as well drop and pick us in, we follow him to that up to the resistance. Let's make it four. Yeah, I want to make it four as a whole number. Yeah. So okay, let's make this 15 pips. 15 pips. Yeah. So it's now 3 point. You can see 3.3 risk to reward. So it's still good. So let me write it out. So this is what we're expecting on AUD NZD setup. AUD AUD what? NZD buy setup. So our entry is what? Our entry is 1.13, 1.13673. Our stop loss is 15 pips, which is 1.3523, and our take profit is 1.14169, right? Sorry, 169, which is three visual reward. Okay, so this is our setup on AUD NZD. So we are looking at this resistance. If this resistance should hold just like other previous months, we drop the market all the way to the south, massive south, massive south. So guys, that is what we have today. Uh, I will actually make sure that this video is still on this YouTube channel so that anytime you want, you can as well come back and go over it again to review it. So I think we should call it a day, guys. Let's call it a day. Yeah, we've been on this class 1 hour 16 minutes right now, so we'll try. So that those are the setups you can see them on the screen, and I know if you want to take most of them, you might have actually copied them out. But I think I should share this AUD NZD. I don't have I shared it before. AUD card, uncle. Did I share AUD card setup? Okay, let me share this one first. This one is AUD NZD setup. Let me share it. AUD NZD setup. AUD NZD setup. Then let me still share that let me still share that AUD card setup. Yeah, let me still share it. AUD card setup. AUD card setup. Oh, guys, please, my light wanna go off. So see you guys later. Bye for now. Bye for now. See you guys later. So remember, subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell as well, so that anytime I drop new videos on this channel, you can be able to see. All right, bye.